Hi, I'm Dan Sherman, creator of Affiliate Wealth Today, and it's a program to help you become successful at home. However, if you don't have the right success mindset, it's not going to work for you. And that's why I've invited Traci Cleary of Connection Point Coaching, and we're going to talk about how to create the successful mindset that you need. Now, you were telling me the other day that some people want to become successful, and consciously they'll say, I want to be successful, but there's something in their mind that's kind of sabotaging them. Could you tell me a little bit about that?
Yes. There is the conscious mind and there is what we call the subconscious mind. And many times they're running two different programs. So your conscious mind may be actively pursuing or going after a goal of, I want to be successful in a particular area, and yet you still struggle with trying to get there. And so generally what's going on is there's some part of the subconscious mind that is not actively on board with that statement. And that can come from a number of reasons. Past experiences that have taught you that I'm really not able to be successful, that you may not consciously be recalling all the time, but they're back there in the background, they're influencing this. And so until we get the conscious and the subconscious mind playing on the same team, generally you will find that you're going to be struggling with some of those things. So
is it just a question of finding out what those things are and kind of bringing them to light? Is it that simple?
Yes, and yeah, it is. It is that simple. And then there's some exercises and different things we can do. A lot of times we don't realize the incongruencies in our thought. And so recognizing that and becoming aware of it is really one of the first things you have to do, is create that awareness of what's really going on in my subconscious mind as compared to what my conscious mind is telling me. And then once that's identified, there are different techniques and different things we can use that will, what I call, reprogram that part of the mind, so that you can then actively go forward and work on the things you want to work on and get more success. And so some of those things that you can do, some of the exercises fall into the arena of what I call energy psychology, and you're using some of the techniques of, you can use applied kinesiology to do it. Some people use EFT, which is emotional freedom technique, where they do some tapping. I use both of those procedures as well as some others that I've learned, and they do get really fast and quick results. And so sometimes people refer to them as power therapies, because people will come in and after a couple of sessions really notice a major difference in their ability to go out and address that area of their life that they've been stumbling with or struggling with.
So is it safe to say that until you find out what those things are that are blocking you, you really can't achieve success?
I think yes, but I will say there are people that still achieve success with obstacles out there. That doesn't mean you can't. But I think that if you have a consistent area, if you've noticed a consistent area where you're still struggling, maybe it's something as simple as losing weight, and you just have tried all the diets and you've lost weight, you gain it back, if we're looking at some area that consistently you struggle, generally there's something going on there. And if we go find out what is it that is really sabotaging my efforts here, and let me get all parts of my brain, both the conscious and the subconscious, on board with that, then you're going to find that the results become more sustainable. The change is long-term and lasting.
Okay. Now it sounds like someone would need to work with the coach like yourself in order to make that happen. But for people watching this at home, can you think of just one thing, maybe journaling or writing things down? Is there one thing where they could start to look at things that might stop them?
Absolutely. Journaling is a great technique. Certainly when you do just free writing or journaling, it gives you go back and read it after you've written it, and you really can get an insight to maybe what's going on with your background thinking. It'll give you some insights. Another thing that you can do is there is the website of www.EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique.com, and it's Gary Craig, I believe, is the person who runs the site, and he gives out there a lot of just simple techniques that you can do on your own to change some of those thinking, some of those programs that are running in the background. So that's another thing that you can check out, and he has some videos out there as well that would demonstrate some of those techniques.
And what is the site?
I believe It's www.eft.com, or emotional freedom technique. If you Googled that, you would find it.
Okay. Now, to wrap up, if there are things that are stopping people, and you've worked with people to help them find out what's sabotaging them, what's been kind of your success rate? I mean, if someone really applies themselves and really looks at what's been sabotaging them, can they then go on to success in your experience?
My experience is very much so, yes. Probably one of the best examples I can give of a really fast change was somebody who came to me that had a deep fear of public speaking. And within 3 sessions, they were speaking in front of large groups of people without having the panic attack or the parts that were really stopping them, stumbling over their words, couldn't remember what they were going to talk about, losing their train of thought, sweating a lot. And they were just amazed when they came back and said, it's almost like I can't even remember that I ever had that much of a fear of public speaking, because now it seems so easy to me. It's such an effortless process. So with phobias and anxieties like that, a lot of times we can get very fast results. With other things, it will take some time, a little bit longer, a little shorter. It really just depends on the individual and exactly what we're applying it to. But one of the reasons I was drawn to this is because the results go quickly. And I'm definitely a person who is looking for solutions and results and not interested in it taking forever. I know in my own life I don't want changes to take forever to achieve, and so I'm always searching for those things that will help people get the results they want in a as quick of a time frame as we can do it.
Great. Well, thanks very much for joining me. I'm very excited that there is something out there that can quickly help you become successful. I think that's very exciting, and I look forward to hearing more about it.
Thanks.
Thank you for coming.
Okay.
Thank you very much for watching.